In this last section, we'll take a look at paths, and we'll look at randomness, and then we'll bring in for loops and put everything together and try to make some more interesting pictures. So let's start with paths. So paths are going to seem similar to lines. It's just that you can draw more than one line in a path. You can draw as many as you want. So let's start with the element. It's just path. And to see a path, you need to have at least the stroke. Okay. And then the most important attribute is this D attribute, which I'll put here. And you have to put it in quotes because you have to put a number of things inside, just like with when we're doing the transform with scaling and rotation. So to make a path, you start with where you want to start the path, and the letter M indicates where you want to start, and so the M stands for move. So why don't we start in the middle here? So that would be over 300 and down 150. So you write it like that, and then you can put a space. Then from that point, you can draw a line to somewhere. So we're going to start in the middle. Let's just draw a line straight across here. So if we do that, well, instead it will draw a line, let's say over to 400. And then, well, why don't we move it up a little bit? 100 there. So let's see what that looks like. So there's a path. So we start right at the center. So this point is 300, 150. This point here is over 400, but down just 100. But the thing is, you can keep going. So let's continue to move to the right here. So why don't I move over to x equals 500. And now I'll move down quite a bit here to, how about 250? Now notice that when you have more than one, it automatically fills the path in. So for right now, what I usually do is fill equals none. But anyway, here's our path. Right, we start at the point 300, 150 right here. Then we move over to 400, 100 right here. And then we move down to 500, 250. Okay. I could put a third one in. Let's do that. So we'll move back this way now. Why don't we move over to, all the way over to 10. How about that? And up to maybe about 200. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. So you can see that if you wanted to make a really complicated path with lots of different segments, it would be difficult. But we'll see some shortcuts later on how to handle that. All right, so there's paths. I think I'll do one video just to show you a few more options with paths.